So, Pokemon Platinum. We played this how many days ago? I don't remember. All I know is that we're hopping into it now for some late night chilling. Oh wait, I'm remembering now. It was this past weekend because I actually played during the day for once, except it immediately became evening. That is very loud, at least in my ears. It looks like it's mostly fine on OBS, but that was very loud in my ears. I'm going to adjust it for the sake of myself here. Hello, lads, your Pokémon Platinum. Is this a reference to something? Okay, we'll turn it down a smidge. Come on. There. A smidge. Good. You love to see it. Anyway, we actually played during the day for once. Guillotine is still not here. We actually played during the day for once. But then it immediately became evening. And then night. Also, it's night now. Don't tell me I actually remember to save this time. So, you know how last session, I like put up the stream ending screen and was like, yeah, that's it, before actually saving? Well, turns out I did that at the end of last time as well. And after I wrapped up the stream and like closed all our software and stuff, I realized I didn't save, and I saved. So thank goodness we have all of our Oh yeah, the egg. And Malate! Okay, it's all coming back to me. I know it's just the first thing that came to your head. What, like the freaking it's a free realist plate over here? Wait, what are we doing now? We got the bicycle. Also, it's night, so like prepare for worse thumbnails that aren't as well lit in this series for a little while. But also, you know, Doki Cam because it's night. Oh, you are so tired. You are so tired, aren't you? Oh, such a sleepy Doki. Okay, well, we'll leave her be. Also, it is it is almost midnight, and it's a very special date for anyone who's forgotten what the day currently is, at least at the time of streaming this. If I go to regular display capture, it is currently March 30th, 2021, about to tick over to March 31st. And do you know what March 31st is? That's right, it's the date of Mario's public execution, when Nintendo stops selling 3D All-Stars and stops letting people play Super Mario 35, and also I think they stopped selling Fire Emblem 1 on the Switch as well. I think all these things just become unavailable. I think that, hold on, town map. I think that we're supposed to go south and we go to Hearthome City next? Wait, where's the town map? Jammin'. Oh, if we went south, we would just go to Orberg City. We could try going this way. But yeah, I think we take the bike route down, and then we go east to Hearthome City, I think. Great job, Nintendo, you absolute bird brains. Let's just stop selling something. That'll make people flock to buy, easy peasy. Flock to buy our quick ports of things. It's Zubatman. You know, I think on a playthrough before of the Gen 4 games, I did have like a Crobat in my team, and I loved my Crobat. Like, if I do a thing with the remakes where I play like one version on Twitch and the other version on YouTube, I remember this sort of. Zubat, doesn't that sound like a ninja bursting from cover? Sure, whatever you say. Anyway, if I do like separate playthroughs on my Twitch and YouTube channel for the two different games, so I can, you know, have a playthrough going on both channels, and that kind of intrigues me, seeing how that might potentially play out. I'm thinking that in one, I'd have my main flying type be Staraptor, as I do, and then the other one can have like Crobat, is honestly what I'd be thinking. I don't know, you know, which one would be which. I don't even know like which game I'd be doing on Twitch and which one on YouTube, but that's what I'm currently leaning towards. Oh, I guess probably because we could have fought these dudes for experience beforehand. Still on Pokemon White Grind, you lost your leaf powders. Things you can't use the Thunder Wave strat, so you gotta improvise more so. Oh, you're about to send in Zubat. We're gonna keep battling. More so than they already were, what with trying out the whole Nuzlocke. You know, when I started this playthrough, I was like, do I want to try a Nuzlocke a Platinum? But then I was like, nah, let's just enjoy ourselves purely for that, you know? Let's just purely enjoy ourselves with this, and also experience it, you know, basically the intended way, so that we can compare it to the remakes when it's out, you know? Was the whole reason behind starting this playthrough. Like, the whole reason behind starting this playthrough was to compare it to the remakes when the remakes come out. But now, I feel more so compelled to play this game just because I'm, like, honestly having a lot of fun. More so than, you know, the reason of comparing it to the remakes. Like, that's honestly my bigger motivation now that we've gotten, like, things underway here. And Like, that's what I'm feeling. No, 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 no. It's about to be the thing. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss. No, it freaking just ticked over to midnight. And freaking Bidoof here stopped us from getting to watch the clock as it ticked over to midnight so that we can finally rejoice with Mario's public execution. That was way too quiet, but you probably heard it anyway. The freaking children, yay, sound effect in the back. I wish I had right now? I wish I had like a party hat. And like, what are those things called that you blow into and they go, what are those called? I don't have it. I don't have anything festive. I have reindeer antlers. I have these. I think these would normally go with like the doogie. I could put these on and we could like celebrate to early Christmas, I guess. We're freaking styling now. Those fell off my head. Oh crap, I should have switched up my thing. My doggy's looking at me like, you are completely out of your mind. I thought I had a Santa hat around somewhere. I need a party hat. Zero Mount Coronet towers above us. I want to be big like that one day. It has officially ticked over to midnight in this time zone, at least. It is officially the day of Mario's public execution. Rejoice. Are using Flame Orb Guts Conkeler, which is probably overkill, but you're not losing your lock to the eternally swapping Emolgas in Alyssa's gym. I know what you mean. Like, not from the perspective of doing it. Wait, why do I have a lid up front when Mallows can use the experience more? What am I doing? I guess this was for, like, the gym and stuff? Wait, I don't even know. I'm confused. We're just gonna freaking Razor Leaf you real quick. I don't have anything festive to celebrate, do I? Wait, I can change the color of my freaking room lights. We can change it to red for Mario, is what we could do. It's an interesting look. Red instead of the green. We can go with red for a little while, I don't know. Oh yeah, also, speaking of lights. My light right there, I can't connect to it anymore. So, this light, I can now never adjust the brightness until it gets fixed, I guess. It's just on or off. I can flick it on or off. So if it seems brighter in here than normal, that's why. It's just stuck on like its default. Like, it is so bright. Look how much this is illuminating me. If I turn it off, what do we do? Oh, that's actually kind of ominous. It's actually kind of ominous. I could turn, wait, hold on. What if we go with ominous? I could turn up those lights, brighten these up. That didn't make a whole lot of difference, did it? We could go with ominous, I guess. No, I don't know. But yeah, I sent a support ticket to Elgato. Yikes, that's bright. To see about that. I looked all over online. I've reset my network settings over and over again. I've reset that thing over and over again. I've tried connecting to it on my desktop, my laptop, my phone. They all fail every single time. That is so bright, and I literally can't turn it down right now. So, just enjoy my face being like extra illuminated today, I guess. I get more glowiness as I get to rejoice in what's happening to Mario today. You loom before me as a giant presence. And yes, you did spend like 3 hours grinding in the battle subway to get the flame orb just for your Nuzlocke there. I feel like if Shuck and I do wind up doing like a Sun and Moon Soul Link in the future, then we are probably going to wind up resorting to like whatever means necessary to, you know, see it through to the end. I feel like, you know. Oh, we can rock smash with Atlas, right? If they don't remove HMs for the remake, I'm gonna be so mad. Hi. Look at these beautiful wings. I don't know why I did that voice, ignore that. Oh, that's a bird keeper. I thought that was like an ace trader, is what I thought that was. Starly. Couldn't you have evolved your Starly by now? At that level? I think. I don't remember. I frankly don't remember. Crunch. Crunch, crunch. Ah! Ah! I swear, if I miss every attack from here, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go absolutely crazy. Come on, bite. Yes! Yes, we got the thing. We got it. Wonderful. Welp. Give me them experience points. About to send out Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot. I forget what the freaking owl joke about, like, who was. I used to know some stupid owl joke. Oh. Welp. Aside from standard Nuzlocke lures, also playing with a level cap equal to the next gym leader's ace Pokemon, you're limited to 3 Heliums in battle, so you can't just spam Heliums infinitely and just grind infinitely, I guess. Speaking of grinding, I keep meaning to like grind for this playthrough off camera to level up like my other Pokemon in my party, or like consider using some other Pokemon, but like I never do. Oh, I'm going to peck you for that. There, if you want to see the sprite and stuff. Like, because I wouldn't mind using some other Pokemon here, you know? So I keep meaning to like level up some others off camera, but like I never get around to it. Also, it looks like there is a bit of a, I guess, an emulation kind of issue with that and stuff. In addition to like the black dots and such. I would have streamed this from my actual 3DS if my 3DS had an actual like capture card. I have a software that lets me stream from my 3DS to my computer, but the video quality isn't the best and it seems to only work for 3DS games. Like the moment I open up a DS game, it just closes the streaming software. Oh, you are right. If I did bring in Rotom, I completely forgot that we got Rotom last time. I have the memory of like a goldfish. Ice Heal. It looks like we're going to need strength to move these boulders. That's what we're going to need. Bronzor. Bronzor, you say? I don't really want to deal with you, Bronzor. I might have mentioned this in a previous episode of this, but anybody seen like the edit where somebody names a Pokemon America and then uses strength on a boulder, and then the game says America's strength made it possible to move boulders around? If you don't have sturdy, I can just take you out one hit anyway, so I'll take it taking slightly longer than running away for some free experience points. As long as you don't have sturdy. You're gonna have sturdy, you piece of crap, aren't you? Just watch. Okay. If you did have sturdy, I could have caught him. Oh yeah, also, speaking about this being an emulator though, once we are done with this playthrough, since I have a custom firmware 3DS, once we're done with this playthrough, I might actually be able to, maybe, no guarantees. I can do it with 3DS games, I don't know about DS games. I might be able to transfer over my save data to my actual 3DS and then, you know, send these Pokemon to modern games and such. Heck, maybe even use them in the remakes, we'll see. We shall see. It's gonna be a bit sketchy. Like, I can transfer my saves around for 3DS titles, but I've never tried with DS ones, and the idea kind of scares me. Okay, so we can't go to the east right now. We're gonna have to go south back to Orberg. I guess we'll heal up and such. So I can put Rotom in my party, is what I can do. Maybe. I love how that dude stuck like mid-walk towards the Baneri or something. Yeah, he was. Okay, yeah, I mean, Rotom's level's definitely not half... Do I want to put Rotom into like an appliance though? No, I want to move Pokemon. I don't know why that wasn't like the default thing in these games. Move Pokemon. Like, it took me so long before I figured out move Pokemon was an option as a kiddo, honestly. Replace the other electric type here. That's basically the only one I can swap out anyway. It prompts you to place? Wow, boxes were finicky back in the day. If you can get them into the remakes, you better make Malate the brute father of an evil army. What, have it make a kiddo and then freaking use that kiddo cricketune in my playthrough or something? Hold on, how do I even get Rotom into an appliance in this? Like, hold on. I thought my doggy's twitching a little bit. I thought I heard her bark in her sleep. And I probably heard right. Let's see here. Just get a bunch of cricket dots. Pokemon Platinum. Put Rotom into appliances, I guess? Have them swarm the world. It requires an event item? Oh. Oh. So I need an event item, and it does a... Wait. Unlike in Diamond and Pearl, Rotom has the ability to change form. However, this can only be done with a key item called Secret Key, only distributed by Nintendo events. This supports cheat codes, right? Cheats. List? Whoa, I don't have any here. Hold on. Ah, add cheat codes as action replay. Wait, hold on. Let's listen to some music here. Maybe. Let's listen to some Insane in the Rain music, Dire Docs, is what we'll do in the meantime. I'm gonna search up this freaking code. Let's see here. Pokémon Platinum action replay code secret key. I'm gonna freaking do it. AR code. Let's see here. Maybe turn the music down a little bit. Hacker Man. Only distributed by Nintendo events. Get used to that. There's a ton of them in this game. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Apparently this? Okay, code. And I'll call it Rotom secret key. We'll see if it works. Turn on code. Save. Okay, we didn't get to listen to freaking Insane in the Rain for super long. Whoops. Gosh darn it. Where's the Pokemon? Did I hacker man it? Here's the Pokemon. Did I like the wait, the Reggies are in this game? I didn't hacker man it. I don't believe. Cheats list. Yeah, it should be on. There should be a man in the Pokemart. I can't exit the thing. We're going to listen to a little bit more Dire Docs. This is what it's come down to. Wait, what is this search option? No, tools. What is search? Cheat search. I'm confused. Seriously, you need an event Regigigas to unlock the Regi Trio? And then you need the Regi Trio to get the actual Regigigas in Snowpoint Temple and it's level 1? Sounds faintly familiar. Hold on here. Oh, press L and R to activate. So it probably is right. Sorry, I didn't read the thing. So, hold on. Sorry, Insane in the Rain. I love your smooth jazz, but like, we're gonna pause that. L and R. Ah! Aha! Hackerman! Good evening. You must be Harm. I've received a gift for you. Here you go. Harm received the secret key. We look forward to your next visit. Ow! That wasn't even part of the bit. That was actually me choking. Yeah, I gotta tell you about the button combo because you're very familiar with the cheats in this game. I would be. It's just been a long time. Like, I remember after school, freaking everybody in elementary used to cheat. And battle each other with level 100 teams of like wacky combinations and things. Okay, so what was that one page that I had open before? A secret key. Once the key has been obtained from the Pokemart, then go to, wait. Once the key has been received from the man in the Pokemart, go to Eterna City, then go to Team Galactic's base. Go to the top left corner of the first floor in between the wall and the machine and press A? Wait. I was gonna go to the old chateau originally. I'm glad I didn't. Apparently it's in here. Apparently. What the heck? How are people normally supposed to find this? Wait. Okay, so top left corner of the first floor in between the wall and the machine. And I thought the Arceus event was too confusing. Harmuse's secret key. What the heck? It's the entrance to a secret room. Sure it is. Okay, yeah. That's great, isn't it? Okay, well, just in case for like thumbnail reasons. So you're telling me that Rotom's type doesn't even change in this game? Like it's part of an event thing, but Rotom's type doesn't even change? What one would I do? Maybe the refrigerator, and then I could reference that one freaking commercial where that guy walks up and he's like, I love refrigerators, you know? Maybe that's what we should do, you know? When you were a kid, there was another kid on the bus who had platinum, and then he at one point traded you a guillotine and that new judgment? My oh my. I knew a kid on the bus in elementary school who threatened to kill me. And then after he had to, like, put together a whole apology letter, like, after the school requested that of him and such. He started talking to me all the time, like, every day. And every day he'd ramble about how, like, awful Pokemon was, when it was something I'd never even talked about before. I never even mentioned it on the bus. But it was the kind of person where it's like, you can tell that they're talking how much they hate it, because they actually love it, like, clearly, is what it was. So, my... my freaking experience on the bus in grade 5, I think this was, there was some guy who, the first day that he met me, threatened to kill me. And then every day after that, complained about Pokemon in such a way that you could tell that he actually loved it. It was weird. My elementary school was sketchy. My, oh my. But yeah, and you still have that Giratina in black too. Nice. Oh, memories. There is a mysterious notebook here. Its age is impossible to tell. It was by pure chance that I obtained information about the Pokemon Rotom. Remarkably, Rotom has the ability to enter and merge with special motors. It's now known that Rotom can stay inside a motor almost indefinitely. However, it will emerge if it enters a union room or a Wi-Fi club. Rotom will also emerge from the motor if it is left at the daycare. Whose job was it to do this research? I must report my findings so that people into the future can know the results of my findings. Like, this sounds like a freaking fan guide, not like a serious research or lore kind of thing. Rotom will also emerge from the motor if it is left at the daycare. Rotom may also forget certain moves when it leaves a motor. This Pokemon requires exhaustive observation and analysis. To ensure I get all the credit, my Rotom research must be kept secret. They will come to recognize me as the scientific genius, Char! Rest of the notebook is blank. It says that because it's an event form, I guess, so. Doesn't know Judgment anymore, you replace it because Judgment isn't that good on Giratina. But it's interesting, though. Okay, is this like a toaster? I know that this is a fan, this is a washing machine, this is a lawnmower. This is a oven or toaster. I kind of want the refrigerator, and then I could say, I love refrigerators. And that's a freaking thing that Anima and Shuck have referenced to me in our 3D World playthrough. Microwave, gotcha. I love refrigerators. The refrigerator has an odd-shaped motor on it. Oh? Rotom appears as if it wants to go into the motor. Allow it to enter the motor? Oh yeah, it was named Voltgeist. Voltgeist entered the motor. Voltgeist is trying to learn Blizzard, but Voltgeist can't learn more than 4 moves. And it's not even going to be like an ice type, though. So, get rid of Double Team for now, I guess? Sure, the move Double Team will be forgotten. Is that okay? I mean, if we go into the microwave, we could probably learn a fire type move. But, you know. Oh? Hi? Imagine finding you here. You must be eager to fill your Pokédex to be searching even here. What am I doing? You don't need to know. You didn't see me here. I visit a professor I know in Eterna every so often, and just in case I go check the back room in the Team Galactic building that's a secret. He tells me intriguing rumors of rare Pokemon sightings and such. Pokemon that slips into electric appliances, you say? That is somewhat off from what I've heard about it. And this is what I've heard. You're a piece of trash. Long ago, there was a Pokémon that merged with a toy robot. Should that Pokémon be recognized as a new species or not? Debates over the issue were about to start when they were rendered moot. The very topic of discussion, the Pokémon-infused robot, disappeared. And then the Fire Nation attacked, and right when the world needed him the most, he vanished. Anyway, this Avatar. What an interesting Pokemon. What an interesting airbender. So you say it enters and I forget what my Professor Rowan voice was from like earlier in this playthrough, and my voice is gone from losing my mind over Smash Ultimate earlier. So you say it enters an appliance and essentially merges with the device. In the process, it may also learn new moves. In a way, I suppose it could be thought of as a mechanical Pokemon. Though it is utterly unique, It is undeniably a form of Pokemon. Fine, fine. Then so be it. I will play Fortnite after all. No matter how old one gets, there will always be new Pokemon discoveries. Well, unless, you know, you're playing the Switch games and then, you know, not every Pokemon's available anymore. But, take care, Hom! Okay, well, but yeah, I'm here because I heard there was free real estate. No. It looks like a weird derpy crab thing where it's like, I'm gonna get you. Better watch out. That's what he freaking looks like. So be it, I'll be a Fortnite streamer. Okay, can I? Quiet nature. Levitate, yada yada, there's Blizzard. Man, if only there was enough room to nickname this Rotom. I love refrigerators. Can I load up the thing? Can I find it? Hold on. If I just look up on YouTube, I love refrigerators. Can I do it? Hold on. The thing here. This is what we need. This is what we need in our life, okay? I have a notification apparently. I love refrigerators.
I love refrigerators.
I love refrigerators. Well, but yeah, Volguy's turned into the crab that was thrown at Hungry Box. My goodness. Yeah, that's interesting that it doesn't change type in this game. So I guess that was something introduced in later game. I'll never be able to unsee it. What the hell? My goodness. That's very intriguing, isn't it? What would it learn with this? Overheat? I know it's Hydro Pump with this. Leaf Storm, I think. Wait, there's another book. It's an old notebook. There's no telling how old it is. Would you like to read it? Day 5 in the new season pass of... Okay, I gotta stop making jokes about Fortnite. I think it's because the Rotom forms were Platinum exclusive in Gen 4. Could well be with it, you know, just being introduced with that game. Or with this game. Our encounter was a sudden one, but we made it! The world's most powerful Pokemon! Why were you looking at appliances? Because I love refrigerators. It was when I found my toy robot, one that I had earlier misplaced. At that instant, a Pokemon startlingly emerged from the lawnmower's motor. Rotom was chilling in a lawnmower? That's pretty scary. Clutching my robot, I stared, transfixed by the peculiar Pokemon. Would you like to keep reading? No! From the left to right, it's Overheat, Air Slash, Blizzard, Hydro Pump, and Leaf Storm. Huh. Gotcha. The Pokemon hovered in the air, held aloft by a power unseen. And then I asked, please forgive me, God. And the Pokemon said, no. No, imagine. As if curious and unafraid of my presence, it floated toward me. Again, I'm gonna say something one day that crackling sounds accompanied it, as if from static electricity in the air. Remarkably, it seemed the Pokemon was the source of this power. In alarm, I flinched, certain that my face would be subjected to a shock. Much to my surprise, the Pokemon seemed to favor me with a smile. I will consider forgiving you. Would you like to keep reading? Finally, I came to realize that the Pokemon only wished to be friends. Friends with... And I've decided to name this most wondrous Pokemon Rotom. Simple though it may be, Rotom emerged to me from the motor of a lawnmower. I just realized Dogi Cam is still off. Let's turn it back on. Motor and Rotom. Am I just... How many years have I known about this Pokemon to only just now realize that Rotom is just motor spelled backwards? What? Hold on. Oh, 1 second. I am just now realizing that... Is this like a common knowledge thing I just didn't know? Really? What is my chair getting stuck on? My 3DS charging cable, I think. You know, motor backwards because I'm original. You completely forgot that was the case? I never even knew in the first place. What? Surely the link is obvious. Sure, I'll keep reading. Rotom motor backwards is a Pokemon that is simply sensational. A smash hit, destroying the box office, and the fact that it can turn invisible is simply the beginning. What makes Rotom unique is its ability to enter and operate machinery. This is about halfway through. Would you like to keep reading? Jeebus. Rotom and I became fast friends. We were perpetual companions. The electricity from its body forbade contact, however. We could not touch, let alone hug or hold hands, but we cared not. Oh, I'm freaking allergic to where this is going. You knew that for like almost a decade? I never knew. Where we were bonded on a much deeper incorporeal level, a much more intimate level. I don't like where this is going. If this is going somewhere with a freaking refrigerator or something, I don't want to know where it goes. Feeling of mischief got the better. No. I'm starting to see a pattern here, and I don't like it. A feeling of mischief got the better of me one day. Seeing a Rotom hovering, I decided to startle it. Normally I would not. Perhaps frightened, Rotom discharged power beyond its usual range. Okay, but we all know what it really meant. I fell, stunned, into the arms of unconsciousness. Would you like to keep reading? When I came to my horror, I realized that Rotom had disappeared. What a one-night stand. I searched high and low for my friend in dismay and desperation. Don't chastise yourself. The fault is mine, no harm done. Let us play as we always have. Though my words poured out, my friend could not be found to hear them. Would you like to keep reading? Oh, I thought that was Rotom speaking for a hot second. My search for Rotom carried me far from home. It was in the town's rubbish heap that I again found my old toy robot. Curiously, our eyes met, and the robot waved a hand as if in greeting. I knew that I had found my lost friend. But more importantly, my property, which was rightfully mine. No, I ran to it and hugged Rotom tight, talking on and on. I keep reading. And then I was shoved in the refrigerator that Rotom was possessing. I died now. I no longer love refrigerator. Imagine. The robot's eyes lit up happily as I held it. I'm certain that, within it, Rotom was emitting lots of electricity. Oh, this is getting a little bit raunchy for my taste. Somehow I felt I could understand Rotom's thoughts better than before. Also, I realized that freaking... What's something dumb? I don't know. Something dumb that I can say not about Fortnite. Also, I realized that we would remain friends throughout our lives. The notebook ends with this page. Okay. The trash can is empty. Okay. Well, now we can love refrigerators and crabs at the same time, I guess, as we go on our journey. Just use Apex Legends instead of Fortnite easy. I played Apex Legends a grand total of 1 time ever, and during that 1 time ever, the game, like, marked me as the champion for whatever reason. Like, I didn't win the round. I wasn't the last man standing to become the champion. Like, the first game I ever played, when it displayed the screen of, like, here's your champion from the previous game, it was me when I had never played the game in my entire life. So the people I was playing with, I was like, yeah, I'm just that good at video games. The game, like, naturally recognized my skill and freaking gave me champion status, despite the fact that I'd literally never played the game in my life. But yeah, listen, I don't judge if you're into that sort of thing, just don't talk about it in front of me. What, the freaking whole refrig? Okay, wait, why do I have, like, memories of there being something here? On, like, some other floor. I don't remember. Wasn't there, like, a thing? Move recycle is to be used during battle. When you use recycle, a Pokemon can use its thing. I've had this TM recycle for such a long time. This isn't what I'm remembering. But I thought I remember there being something in, like, one of these buildings. Or something. Our folks like me have a long history we can look back on. Young people like you only have the future to look forward to. In our day and age, I mean... I gathered up a lot of berries. I'm trading them for accessories next to Heart Home. I don't know what I'm remembering. I might be thinking of a completely different building. I have no idea. Guardian of Gym Leader goes up to a turn of force every so often. I wonder what she does there. I'm sure everybody does. The TM Recycle, the one that, if you remember right, can make an infinitely healing Pokemon. It can. Like, what, does it recycle the berry or something like that they're holding? Why do you look out of place? If you're visiting a tournament, you need to get yourself a bicycle to take on the road. Well, we do have a bicycle, so we can take on the... Who's up front? Okay, so Mouse is up front.